What if the most terrifying thing is something you can't see? Consider this for a moment. Our fear is often not of the monster under the bed, but of the unknown lurking just beyond our sight. The unseen, the uncharted, the mysterious. It's not the darkness itself that scares us, but what could be hiding within it. Our imaginations are powerful tools capable of conjuring up more terror than any visible entity could ever induce. Picture this: a sudden, unexplained noise in an empty house. Footsteps echoing through the silence, getting closer, yet no one is there. Or a whisper in the dark, a voice that doesn't belong, a chilling wind that sends shivers down your spine. The unseen is always more frightening because it's not bound by reality. It's bound by the limitless expanse of our fears. Imagine being trapped in a world where the unseen reigns supreme. Deep in the heart of an ancient forest, a town lives in fear. This town, steeped in history and folklore, is no ordinary place. Its cobblestone streets and antiquated houses hint at a time long past. The people, once jovial and full of life, now walk with hushed whispers and darting glances. For in recent months a string of mysterious disappearances has plunged this quaint town into a state of dread. The townsfolk, unable to comprehend the sudden vanishings, are gripped by an ominous fear. Their once safe haven is now a breeding ground for anxiety and suspicion. Yet, amidst this growing despair, a ray of hope emerges. Our protagonist, a brave soul, decides to confront this unseen terror. Determined to restore peace, he vows to unravel the mystery and bring an end to the town's torment. He is ready to face the unknown and challenge the unseen. Little did he know, he was about to step into the unseen. As he delved deeper into the mystery, the unseen started revealing itself. Our protagonist, a man of logic and reason, began to uncover the clues that led him closer to the unseen entity. With each step he took, each puzzle piece he fit together, the unseen began to form a shape. A presence that was previously unimaginable. His journey was not without fear. Each revelation brought with it a cold dread that seeped into his bones. The unseen was not just a figment of imagination, not just a whisper in the dark. It was real, it was tangible, and it was far more terrifying than any ghost story he had ever heard. As he ventured further, the unseen began to reveal its true nature. It wasn't just an entity, it was a malevolent force, a force that fed on fear, that thrived in the shadows, that reveled in the terror it induced. It was an embodiment of every nightmare he had ever had, every horror he had ever feared. The realization was a chilling one. He had been chasing shadows only to find that the shadows were chasing him. He was not the hunter, he was the hunted. He had come face to face with the unseen, and it was more terrifying than he had ever imagined. In the darkest hour, he decided to confront the unseen. A shiver of anticipation runs down our spine as we find our protagonist stepping into the abyss of the unknown, the unseen. Imagine, if you will, the pulsating terror that throbs within him, the dread that gnaws at his sanity. Yet he stands tall against the shadows, his determination cutting through the swirling darkness. It's a game of shadows and whispers, a dance with the unseen that lurks just beyond the edge of perception. The unseen entity, a specter of fear, weaves a web of suspense around him, its presence felt but never seen. Our protagonist, however, is no ordinary man. He wields not a sword but his courage and his wit. He steps further into the fray, his heart pounding like a war drum but his resolve unyielding. The unseen entity feeds on fear, but he offers it none. He challenges it, taunts it, refuses to bow down to its terror. It's a confrontation unlike any other. A battle not of flesh and blood, but of will and courage. The unseen entity recoils, its power waning under his unwavering defiance. He stands triumphant, having fought the unseen, the unknown, the unspoken terror, and emerged victorious. In the end, it wasn't the unseen that was terrifying but the fear it instilled, and he had conquered it.